How did life originate on Earth? When did the first life appear on Earth? Where did life on Earth originate first? The origin of life on Earth is still not known. Some maintain that rather than it having originated here as a result of complex organic chemical reactions, it arrived fully from space on comets. Anyways, it had to happen somehow, somewhere. So, more probable to have happened on a planet which we know has all of the complex organic chemicals than in the vacuum of space or on some other planets that the comet picked it up from. So let us try to understand what makes the planet Earth so unique and capable of supporting the advanced multicellular into a single being with human as the current epitome. Fortunately, similar to many planets of our solar system and universe, Earth has minerals and other chemicals common enough. A planet that is conducive to life should have ubiquitous liquid water, which is less common in our solar system and other known planets. For life to originate and evolve, a planet must have a rich atmosphere. However, it is rare since suns tend to have pushed atmosphere off. Having a rich atmosphere is important as initially carbon dioxide become dissolved in the water. Origin and evolution of life is a critical question for the scientific community, and many efforts are being made to understand geochemical situation under which different stages of chemical evolution ranging from condensation of simple inorganic monomeric compounds to the emergence of self-sustaining organisms that were evolved into advanced biological ones. Earth was formed about 4.5 billion years ago. Scientific evidence like fossil records and radiometric dating suggest that life on the Earth began at least 4.1 to 4.2 billion years ago. However, how it originated is less understood. Nevertheless, various aqueous environments such as oceans, lakes, lagoons, tidal pools, submarine hydrothermal system have been proposed as possible site for life's origin. Nevertheless, no single setting can offer enough chemical and physical diversity for life to originate. If we look into the scientific literature, several hypotheses are proposed to explain the origin of life on Earth. Through the theory of evolution in year 1859, the father of modern biology, Charles Darwin, suggested that vast diversity of life could not have originated from a single common ancestor, and he wondered if life began in a warm little pond. In 1924, Russian biochemist Alexander Oparin, in his book The Origin of Life, proposed that the molecule central to life like sugar and amino acid could all have formed in Earth's water. In 1929, English biologist J.B.S. Haldane proposed that organic chemical could have built up in the water after the primitive oceans reached the consistency of hot dilute soup. Oparin and Haldane assumed that early Earth had a reducing or oxygen poor atmosphere in which molecules tend to donate electrons. This idea that life formed in a primordial soup of organic chemicals is famous as Oparin-Haldane hypothesis. In 1959, American chemists Stanley Miller and Harold Urey tested the idea of Oparin and Haldane through an experiment. They showed that various types of amino acid, sugar, lipids, and other organic molecules could be spontaneously produced under reducing conditions, which are thought to be resemble these of early Earth. Despite having several unanswered questions, these experiments proved that at least some of the life's building block could have formed abiotically on the early Earth. It leads to another question, that how these monomers have assembled into polymers or biological macromolecules on the early Earth. In 1950s, biochemist Sidney Fox along with his colleagues observed that if amino acids were heated in absence of water, they could link together to form proteins, and suggested that in primordial Earth, seawater carrying amino acid could have splashed onto a hot surface like lava flow, boiling away the water and leaving behind a protein. In 1968, another scientist writing suggested that the first life did not have proteins or DNA. Instead, it was made almost entirely of RNA. In the last 5 decades, much has been learned about the complexities associated with the origin, multiplication, and functions of RNA and DNA. However, it was always agreed that the chemical evolution of complex biological compounds require complex interactions among the diverse geochemical processes. In 2015, Dom and Maruyama proposed the concept of habitat environment or habitable trinity, which involves a coexisting atmosphere, water, and landmass with continuous material circulation between 3 of these pools that are driven by energy received from the sun. This setting is one of the minimum requirement for emergence of life. Elements consist of a living body are provided from the 3 components: atmosphere, water, and landmass. Despite vigorous debate on several mysteries, it is accepted that carbon molecules and liquid water have physical and chemical properties that makes them optimized compound solvent pairs, and liquid water is essential for many probiotic reactions. Most of the hypotheses and investigations support water to be the fundamental for the origin of life on this planet. According to Philip Ball, writer of Life's Matrix, a biography of water, liquid water is vital for all kind of dedicated chemistry that makes life possible. Liquid water has a structure unlike that of any other liquid and is a universal solvent. It acts as a mediator of life's chemical reaction. He points out that life most probably needed a solvent, and that solvent needs to perform an active, diverse, and flexible role. Besides, water is up to now the only common liquid we know that is capable of this. Through the research in last 150 years, we understand the origin of life is a complex puzzle to solve, and much more remains to be discovered in future to come. After the formation of Earth and the origin of life in water over the next 3 billion years, single-celled organism evolved and become multicellular. Body parts diversified and radiated, exploding into an array of invertebrates. However, all of this abundance and life was restricted to water, pools like sea and oceans, and a vast and magnanimous land remain unused. Pieces of evidence suggest that around 550 million years ago, centipede-like animals began to explore the land above water. Later, around 430 million years ago, plants started colonizing the bare land, rich with the nutrients, creating an earth surface rich in nutrients, food, and resources, while fish evolved from ancestral vertebrates in the sea. It was another 30 million years before these prehistoric fish crawled out of the water and began the evolutionary linkage we sit atop today. It was a small step for fish, but a giant leap for animal kind, including mankind. Though looking at modern fish species, it is not so hard to envision the slow adaptation of life out of sea. Living in the air instead of water was fraught with many difficulties. Terrestrial environment and the presence of air tend to make organisms dry. Hence, over the period, all land organisms evolved body structures to ensure that all that water does not simply evaporate. This crucial adaptation allowed animals to cut ties with watery habitats and distinguishes the major lineage of tetrapods including reptiles, birds and mammals from amphibians. Without this evolutionary ingenuity, tetrapods, a diverse set of animals including all mammals, would not be where they are today. While we may never understand what made tetrapod to leave the water, but we are thankful they did.